The Congress has now dropped another Rafale email bombshell in an effort to slam the Modi government over the defense jet deal. Rahul has quoted a purported email written by industry advisors to the French defense minister, claiming that Anil Ambani met the French government officials before the Prime Minister's visit to France in 2015. Rahul Gandhi also claims that Anil Ambani knew that the Prime Minister would sign the Rafale deal with the French President, Francois Hollande. The Congress chief cited the email reported by a section of the media and accused the Prime Minister of divulging official secrets to Anil Ambani to favour him. The Congress president said that criminal procedures should be started against Prime Minister Modi for compromising national security. He also dismissed the CAG probe report on the Rafale and called the audit watchdog Chaukidar Auditor General. Later on, Union Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad launched a stinging counter asking where Rahul got the email from Airbus from and accused the Congress president of acting as a lobbyist for corporate companies.
For info, just had C. Salomon, advisor to J.Y. Le Drian, attend the meeting on Monday on the phone. A. Ambani visited the minister's office. Mallet Solomon Bouquet this week, confidential and planned, as you can imagine, with very short notice.
Let Rahul Gandhi first explain from where did he get the internal email of Airbus. Who is supplying him?
Anil Ambani is telling the French that he is going to be getting a deal that he gets. Mr. Anil Ambani has put it beautifully. He mentioned a MOU in preparation and the intention to sign during the Prime Minister's visit. The Prime Minister is acting as Mr. Anil Ambani's middleman.
राहुल गांधी की पार्टी और उनके नेता भी कमाल के हैं। जब सत्ता में रहते हैं तो सत्ता का दुरुपयोग करके दलाली से पैसे कमाते हैं और जब विपक्ष में रहते हैं तो विदेशी कंपनियों के लॉबिस्ट बनकर के पैसे कमाते हैं। जिसका पूरा खानदान लूट में रहा है, जो अपनी माताजी के साथ बेल पर हैं हजारों करोड़ की जमीन और शेयर लूटने के मामले में, उनसे आप और क्या उम्मीद करते हैं? आप मुझे ये बताइए। बड़ा सवाल मैं उठाना चाहता हूं, राहुल गांधी ये बताएं कि एयरबस का एक इंटरनल मेल उनको कहां से मिलता है, कौन सप्लाई कर रहा है उनको? राहुल गांधी विदेशी कंपनियों के लॉबिस्ट के रूप में काम कर रहे हैं जो राफेल से परेशान है। राहुल गांधी विदेशी कंपनियों ताकतों के हित के लिए काम कर रहे हैं और जितना वो बोलेंगे उतना ही मैं कस के जवाब दूंगा। नरेंद्र मोदी की सरकार देश की वायुसेना के हितों के लिए कभी नहीं झुकेगी और राहुल गांधी आपको और आपकी पार्टी को और आपके दलालों के समूह को देश में एक्सपोज करेंगे।
And I want to go across to India Today's Rajiv Dubey, managing editor, Business Today, who's with us live. Also, our national affairs editor, Rahul Srivastav. Rajiv, coming to you first. Rahul Gandhi, the Indian Express have made it sound like this is like a smoking gun email. The MOU that they're talking about in this email is an MOU for the Rafales. Whereas the government, Reliance has come out, they've also clarified. The government has said Rahul Gandhi doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just being played by, corporate warfare right now. But can you clarify for us? Because it's a little confusing what this email is really about.
So Shiv, this is a season of truths, half-truths and lies.
Yeah.
And this game of obfuscation is going to go on and it's actually going to intensify in the run-up to elections. So we have to be really careful about what facts are. Now the facts as they stand in this case is that there are Airbus executives. This gentleman who's written this email is the executive vice president of Airbus. He's writing to his CEO. His CEO of Airbus Helicopters is copied in this email and he's writing to other executives about a deal for Airbus helicopters that Anil Ambani is seeking for an MOU with Airbus helicopters. Now this email is being, because of the timing of this email, 28th March of 2015, just before the Prime Minister Modi went to France to announce the Rafale deal between 9 and 10th of April of 2015. So this timing is what is being used to obfuscate this whole issue. This apparently is discussing an agreement that Anil Ambani wants to sign with Airbus helicopters, and he's referring to that MOU it's very interesting that this deal never went to Anil Ambani. And they are talking about, in fact, this gentleman is writing to his colleague saying that Anil Ambani thinks that he is signing an MOU with us. We better tell him that we have other options and that we have other partners. Interestingly, this deal was finally signed with Mahindra.
Rajiv, thanks very much for that. So, obfuscations, half-truths and the like. Rahul, we've been speaking about this as well, that, things have gone well beyond, the sanctity of facts. It's all about perceptions and, imagery and optics right now, isn't it? Even when we talk about this email and, the sort of prevarication or the duality of whether that MOU is about Rafale or Airbus, ultimately for a public viewer or a person who's looking at the story, it's going to be about an allegation made multiple times.
Yes, Shiv, it's very clear that the Congress has decided that a fact, whichever way it might be or whatever it might be, repeated 100 times will become an election issue. That's what the Congress is really going to hope about. I think the real concern here is, as a senior functionary in the government a little while ago while speaking to me said, that this email actually is different from several other leaks which have happened as far as the Rafale deal is concerned. What he said, that if you notice, this is concerning the Airbus industries. There is the presence of talk about Anil Ambani. This contract eventually, as Rajiv will tell you, went to the Mahindras later sometime in 2016. And then there is talk about this is being imputed that it is about Rafale. What the senior functionary was saying, that the presence of Airbus, Mahindra, which is a rival to Anil Ambani, the present talk about Rafale and others, it talks about what can very clearly be called arms manufacturer war, which is happening over the Rafale issue. And I think it is not going to abate till the time the last vote is cast. And I think till then, there will be serious aspersion cast as far as the Rafale aircraft is concerned.
Absolutely.
Now, very importantly, the CAG, which is submitting a report, whose report will be submitted, is also working on an offset contracts report as far as the defense industry is concerned.
Yeah.
And there are several past offsets for which the draft report has been sent to the government, and the CAG is waiting for views on it. What that will say, eventually, what it has, if you see the murky business which has gone on and the controversies, has actually spoiled the atmosphere, one for procurement as far as the government is concerned. Now, from here on, nobody will trust the government deals. Second, the offsets. Who will like to do business in India as far as offsets are concerned? And the Make in India slogan will definitely go for the toss.
True, very true. I mean, the fallout and the implications of what's happening, whether it's about politics just for an election, the far-reaching impact is going to be far more damaging. Rahul, stay with me because there are many unanswered questions right now which emerge after Rahul has embraced this email bombshell, so to speak, that a newspaper has put on its front page. Well, the first question is Anil Ambani's link clearly established now? Is that what the email proves? Is this leaked email talking about the Airbus deal or is it talking about the Rafale deal? I mean, there is no clarity on that. After all, this is an Airbus email. Why would the Airbus talk about the Rafale deal? And if they did, then how did they know about it? Is this about corporate warfare, as Rahul just said? Question number 3. Is the email on Airbus deal and not the Rafale deal? That's the main question. Question number 4. Is Rahul Gandhi deliberately mixing things up because this is a battle of perceptions and not facts? 5. How does an Airbus mail show Modi's impropriety? And last, finally, after a cropped document that emerged on the front page of another newspaper, is this another Rafale bluff? Raising the temperatures on Rafale, but giving 2 hoots about facts. It's all about perceptions and all about imagery. Meanwhile, Anil Ambani's Reliance Defense has issued a statement clarifying that the purported email bomb cited by Rahul Gandhi is not related to the Rafale jet fighter at all. It said in the statement that the email is regarding civil and defense helicopter programs that Reliance Defense was discussing as a proposed MOU with Airbus, between Airbus Helicopters and Reliance. That MOU was apparently finally signed between Airbus and Mahindra Defense. Reliance Defense has alleged that it is evident that the Congress is deliberately twisting facts and ignoring reality. Well, a day before the budget session of Parliament comes to an end, the Rafale showdown intensified inside Parliament. The Congress staged a walkout in the Lok Sabha this morning after the centre once again stuck to its stand, refusing a joint parliamentary committee probe into the Rafale deal. The war erupted after Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge claimed that the Comptroller Auditor General report, which was likely to be tabled in Parliament today but will now be only tabled tomorrow, was leaked to the media. Home Minister Rajnath Singh then hit back, claiming that the Congress is only spreading lies and that they don't have the guts to prove anything. India Today has now accessed inside details of what the Rafale CAG report is likely to contain. Sources say that the report includes 11 acquisitions by the Indian Air Force, and the report skips mention of the exact price of the Rafale fighter jets. Sources further claim that the CAG report was sent to the President on Monday night. And top sources in the CAG said that the exit conference, which is the last level of consultation between the auditors and the government, was completed last week.
हजार का घोटाला हुआ है, इसका पार्लियामेंट्री कमेटी से इंक्वायरी होना है और वो प्राइम मिनिस्टर क्यों डर रहे हैं मुझे मालूम नहीं। प्राइम मिनिस्टर तो वी वांट
मैं ये कहना चाहता हूं कि राफेल के मुद्दे पर इस संसद में चर्चा हो चुकी है और साथ ही साथ सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भी इस संबंध में अपना फैसला दे दिया अध्यक्ष महोदया। लेकिन ये कैसी विडंबना है कि बराबर नेता प्रतिपक्ष अपनी तरफ से ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं, बार बार असत्य को बोलकर उसे सत्य साबित करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, जनता को इनके द्वारा गुमराह करने की कोशिश की जा रही है।
And in the latest in an unending stream of press conferences, Rahul Gandhi took to the stage once again at 11 a.m. today to hold up that email that seems very dubious at this point of time, to drop another Chaukidar Shor Hai attack on the Prime Minister. Here's what he said.
No, we don't say we don't respect the CAG. We say that there is so much evidence in Rafale now, including this email where Mr. Anil Ambani is negotiating on behalf of Mr. Narendra Modi, that this stuff needs to be taken into account in the CAG report, and it's obviously not being taken into account. And we're also saying that the gentleman who's making the CAG report is party to these decisions. He is part of these decisions. So he cannot possibly give a proper report. We are not questioning the institution of the CAG. सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने क्लियर बोला ये हमारा जुरिस्डिक्शन नहीं है, और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने चौकीदार ऑडिटर जनरल की रिपोर्ट कोट कर दी, वो निकली नहीं है, उसको वहां कोट कर दिया है। तो फ्रैंकली द सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजमेंट इज ओपन टू क्वेश्चन नाउ वेरी क्लियरली, एंड आई मीन विद दिस.
And Rahul Srivastav continues to be with us. Rahul, this whole matter of the CAG report, that you had those inside details on this morning, they were bang on from everything that we know. Considering that the Congress has already preempted its reaction on the CAG report, does it really matter anymore, Rahul? I mean, what this CAG report finally contains, does it actually matter?
Shiv, the CAG reports are crucial for the country because eventually these reports are sent to the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament, which scrutinizes them. Whether the public money, the exchequer money, has been used fruitfully in a rational manner, that is the only reflection. The auditor to the nation is perhaps one of the most significant components of our democracy. Remember, sometime when the 2G on the spectrum allocation, the report had come, there was an infamous remark that there is a zero loss theory which was floated, and there were aspersions cast as far as the CAG is concerned. Now, if you rubbish the CAG today, and you say that IAS officers who have served in the finance ministry cannot be sent as CAGs, then what happens to all those who were in the past? Can the public trust Mr. Vinod Rai, who was a member of the finance ministry as a secretary? Mr. Shashikant Sharma was one. There have been several ones. There have been IAS officers who have been sent to RBI, to HAL and several other organizations. Where will this mudslinging stop eventually is the question. Now, if you listen to Mr. Rahul Gandhi, he has very cleverly dismissed already or raised the spectre of huge doubt as far as the CAG report is concerned. Perhaps the indication is that the Congress has preempted that there might not be much as far as any kind of allegation of controversy or corruption is concerned in the report. That will endorse what the Supreme Court said. That will endorse what the government has been saying. And that might be bad news. So instead of looking at the message, first create doubts about the messenger, and then you can carry on your politics.
Absolutely. It's not going to go anywhere in a hurry. Like a guest on our show this morning also said, Rahul, no matter what the CAG report says, no matter what any other report says, this is going to be a conversation until the last day of the elections. Better make our peace with it. Thanks very much, Rahul, for getting us the latest on that story. Well, as a matter of fact, hours before what was expected and finally ended up being a very fiery day in Parliament over that CAG report, there was a fresh twist in the Rafale war. The Congress is now crying foul, alleging a conflict of interest as well as a cover-up of the scam by CAG Rajiv Maharishi. Congress leader Kapil Sibal accused Maharishi of being complicit in the irregularities in the deal and questioned his propriety to audit the deal as the CAG, considering that he was finance secretary in the finance ministry when the deal was signed. In a veiled threat to officials, Sibal also said that those trying to show loyalty to Prime Minister Modi were being watched. The centre has now clarified on the Congress's charges. The Finance Ministry has said that Rajiv Maharishi, who joined the ministry as Economic Affairs Secretary on the 31st of October 2014, never dealt with expenditure proposals from the Defence Ministry. And hitting back at the Congress, Union Minister Arun Jaitley in an elaborate blog post has slammed the Congress for manufacturing lies on the Rafale. He also reiterated the Finance Ministry's claim that Rajiv Maharishi, as Economic Affairs and Finance Secretary in 2015, never dealt with any papers related to the Defence Ministry.
Nobody can be a judge in his own cause. ये 24 अक्टूबर 2014 से लेकर 30 अगस्त 2015 तक राजीव महरिषि जी फाइनेंस सेक्रेटरी थे और इस बीच में ही सारा रफाल का मामला हुआ। 10 अप्रैल 2015 को प्रधानमंत्री जी पेरिस में पहुंचे और उन्होंने 36 राफेल लेने का ऐलान किया। उस समय भी ये फाइनेंस सेक्रेटरी थे और जब 126 राफेल का एचएएल के साथ जो डील था वो कैंसिल हुआ 24 जून 2015 को, तब भी फाइनेंस सेक्रेटरी राजीव महरिषि थे।
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.